Hi, so I wanted to introduce Jupyter Hub to the people here. I've seen so much excellent use of Jupyter, and I wonder how many knows about Jupyter Hub. Yes, awesome. So perhaps you have also used a Jupyter Hub behind the scenes, but you don't know about it yet. Let me explain what it's about. You see the audience in the picture, and here is another audience. These pictures are from Berkeley, and they have a lot of students doing learning data science and computer-related matters. When they do that, did Berkeley ask all their students to install some software? No, not in this case. They relied on a Jupyter Hub, which is a page you go to work with Jupyter. The code will not run on your computer, but something else instead. So instead of having users installing things on their own computer, you move the users out of that picture and don't make them use their own computers. They just visit a web page, a Jupyter Hub. And a Jupyter Hub is quite simple in a way. It provides a mechanism to authenticate who is it, in other words, and authorize. So does the user has access. But when Jupyter Hub knows that or not, its purpose is to spawn a server to create one of these working environments. It could be a container, Docker container. It could be on Kubernetes. It doesn't have to be. It can be a local process on one single machine for this user. So there are multiple ways for a Jupyter Hub to create an environment for users. Provide a server, it's its purpose. And to install Jupyter Hub, we have two guides. The littlest Jupyter Hub for small deployments if you're less than 100 users, and 0 to Jupyter Hub on Kubernetes, which is the cloud version of it, which was used in Berkeley then, for example. So let me show a demo where we see what Jupyter Hub is. I'm going to this Jupyter Hub, the Pangeo project about research in USA. And you authenticate here. And in this case, I can choose what kind of server I would like to have for my requirements. 2 core CPU. And what goes on here now is that this is spawning a pod or container or on Kubernetes for me personally. And now that it has done so, I'm shuttled directly to this container. So now I'm working in Jupyter Lab on the cloud, not using my own computer if I would run code suddenly. So that was run on the cloud, not my computer. The guides to install Jupyter Hub yourself, this is one, the littlest Jupyter Hub, TLJH on jupyter.org. And for bigger deployments like the Berkeley one, you would use 0 to Jupyter Hub with Kubernetes. And back to the presentation for a while. mybinder.org, have you seen this logo? It is like a Jupyter Hub, but it adds one part. It adds the build part, because the Jupyter Hub in Berkeley, for example, they probably have all the same kind of environment. It's the same kind of Docker image. But Binder, a Binder Hub, allows you to get a customized Docker image to run based on a Git repository. And you would install Binder Hub with this guide, and let's demo Binder. Here is an excellent GitHub repository, and they have this button, Launch Binder. I will use a specific button taking me directly to a one notebook over here. And I press it, and this is a Binder Hub publicly available for anyone to use. It did not ask me to log in because it was public and it's temporary workspace. So if I save a file here, it will be lost when my session ends. What goes on behind the curtains here is that it found a pre-existing image because this repository had already been built based on requirements.txt automatically detected, for example. So it knew what to install, and you could customize that. And here we can start run code, for example. So we're now in an environment provisioned to us automatically by the Binder hub and the mybinder.org page, which is the public version. And we can see some awesome widgets. And let's see. That was demo. And I think I'm done. And I also have Jupyter stickers.